Hello, beautiful friends. This is Crystal Rose Insights, here to do the weekly readings for the week starting Sunday, January 21st through Saturday, January 26th, is it? Anyway, I apologize if the date's a little off, but it's so silly. I should just check the calendar before I do these. But anyway, this is going to be the reading for the Divine Feminine for this week. This is going to be in depth on the energies around the Divine Feminine. And I do want to make a quick announcement. I have just decided to create this special that I'm so excited to do, because so much of the Twin Flame journey is obviously about having the awareness and doing your inner work. But many of you know that I use crystals and gemstones in my readings, as well as it's something I'm very passionate about, and I have them all over my home. I just love their energy. But I'm also trained in flower essences, and flower essences can be really supportive to healing the emotional body, the etheric body, helping to ascend spiritually and balance emotionally. And the Twin Flame journey is a lot of times about balancing on an energetic level, not just on a conscious level. So I have a new special that I'm going to run for anybody that orders a 60-minute reading from me between now and February 14th, where if you book a reading for that, then I'm going to actually do a little special thing for you, which is pull some crystals that I think are supportive for you in your path, as well as some flower essences. And this is for those of you that book that type of a reading. What I'm going to do is create a custom blend for you based on the flower essences that come up to help whatever emotional healing you need to do. If anyone's used Bach flower essences, I've used flower essences from all over the world, and they're very, very powerful. But anyone that books a reading, they're going to get a spray bottle with a custom remedy that I make for you that I'm going to send to you at no additional charge for the 60-minute reading. Now, I do have to apologize. This is going to be just for the people that are in the United States, just because the international shipping situation is very complex and a lot more expensive. And I apologize for that. I know I've done readings from all over the world, so I really apologize to my friends who are not in the United States. However, if you are out of the United States and you want this special kind of reading, what I can do for you is I will still pull flowers for you and create a custom blend for you in terms of tell you which flower essences will support you. And flower essences are easy to get locally to where you are. I can tell you how to do that. The only thing I'm not going to do is send you the actual physical bottle, just because it's usually cost prohibitive and will take a really long time depending on where you are in the world. So my apologies for that, but I also will give you a little extra time on your reading as well, as a bit of a compensation for not being able to send you this. So if you want this type of reading and you're booking a session with me, then please do specify that when you're ordering the reading. Otherwise, I'm going to think it's just a standard 60-minute reading, and I won't. This is just going to be for the people that want this special. So please do specify it when you order it and you send your payment. Say, I want the Valentine's Day special, please. So anyway, I'll put all the information down below. And I think we'll get started. So I don't normally do a long intro. And if there's a bit of a longer intro as my explanation about this special in the Divine Masculine reading. So if you want a little bit more detail, you can go listen to the beginning of that reading. But in the meantime, let's get started. So we have here to help us today is this beautiful celestite stone, which is a really calming stone. It's a very cleansing stone for not like a, cleansing of or grounding or getting rid of negative energies. It's like a soothing stone to have near your bedside. It helps to connect with intuition, the higher realms. It supports the it helps bring joy and peace as you assimilate your experiences of the day. So I like to have a celestite next to my bed. It helps you connect to the angelic realms, but it really supports the body's, just like, okay, all this stuff happened today. I'm just going to clear it, calm it, so I can have a clear connection with the divine while I sleep. Okay, so I've already called in my guides and angels and ascended masters, archangels. So we're going to do a reading for the Divine Feminine right now, please, for the week of January. My candle is almost out. I need to go buy more. hanging on though. Okay, Divine Feminine for this week. Oh my gosh. Okay, guys, I was shuffling off camera and this card jumped out and she's jumping out again. So the Nine of Fire really wants the Divine Feminine this week to know not to give up. That having courage, believe in yourself, practice what you're preaching, like be the Divine Feminine. And so this has just now jumped out twice for a very significant message. All right, my candle is almost out. All right, Divine Feminine this week. Ah! Sorry, you guys. It's such a pain because I can't stop the video and then restart it because it won't pick up from, I can't like pause it. There's still a little more in there. All right, Divine Feminine for the week. Let's do a spread for her. Overall energy for the Divine Feminine this week is the Three of Water. The next is, what does she want her Divine Masculine to know? Six of Earth. What may be hidden from the Divine Masculine is the Two of Air. How she is feeling about him this week. Major Arcana, the Balance card. How she's feeling about the relationship. Eight of Earth. What's supporting the Divine Feminine this week is Major Arcana, the Dreamer, the Fool card. And what's her challenge this week? Page of Water. Okay, so the energies at the bottom of the deck here are the Five of Fire, which is interesting because this was the energy in the Divine Masculine reading as well. So she's feeling like there may be some element of conflict, competing goals, like different priorities happening. So she may be struggling this week with a little bit of the energies of competing priorities. But look at what's underneath it. This was the same in the Divine Masculine reading, you guys. Wow. Same thing as this Ten of Water was lurking underneath the bottom of the deck for the Divine Masculine, and here it is for the Divine Feminine. So I'm taking that as a major message. All right, guys, I'm so sorry. I have to go get another candle. I can't stand that that's out. I'm so sorry. Oh my gosh. And these are, it's so funny because I have been needing to go to the store and get more candles. And here we are. I apologize for this delay, guys. This has never happened in a video before where I've had to do this, so bear with me. And these are kind of on their last leg too. But you know what's cool is, even though I don't have a candle here, I use flower essences and I use Orasoma to clear the energies, so I'm not worried that these candles are out. It's just reminding me that I need to go and buy more. So guys, I use Orasoma and I use this thing called this quintessence called Serapis Bay, which is cleansing of all the energies. It's beautiful. So this is like a candle times 1,000. All right, enough of that delay. I am so sorry if you're a new viewer and you've never seen my videos. That has never happened before. So I typically don't have that happen. So this is a first, and there's a first for everything. Okay, so overall energy of the Divine Feminine this week is the Three of Water. So this is about celebrating. This is about having celebration, needing to go out with friends. This is about the need to have more fun. And there's something going on this week for the Divine Feminine where she feels like in a celebratory energy. Like she's feeling good about whether it's something she's done in her career or her family life, or she's gotten over a challenge. There's something coming up this week for the Divine Feminine where she's feeling like she needs to get out and have a little bit more fun and enjoy life a little bit more, you know, be around friends, be around people that love her. So the next is, what does she want her divine masculine to know, which is the Six of Earth. So this is a card about having victory and moving things forward when it comes to the material world. So this is about balancing. So see how this little fairy is putting coins, I don't know, they're not coins. I don't even know what they are. They are coins with all this beautiful picture on it. So it's like this little fairy is helping to balance things. So this feels like a message to the divine masculine from the divine feminine this week, that she's currently trying to balance her life and make sure things are even. They're not out of balance. They're not out of, like, it's not overly one way or the other, whether that be in her financial world, career world, or maybe just even in her giving and receiving energies. So, she wants the divine masculine to know that she's being successful in creating her own stability even without him. Because remember, when the twins come together and they're whole together, as opposed to they're whole independently before they even come together. So I feel like she wants him to know that she's taking care of business and she's moving that forward to where she's going to be a complete woman and without needing him to, like, support her or to pay the bills. Like, she's going to be her own person, and she wants him to know that. And so what the divine masculine might be unaware of is the Two of Air, which is being unwilling to make a decision, being in a stalemate, kind of like not knowing which way to go, being in your mental space. And I know this is reflecting the energy of the divine feminine lately, as a lot of them have just been feeling like, am I tired of sticking around? Is this worth it? You know, why am I here? I've been waiting for a long time. And so what the divine masculine might not realize is that she may be on the fence about making a decision around the relationship. You know, I did a video last week for you guys about the divine feminines that are feeling frustrated and some of the messages that came through for that. So this energy is still here in terms of what the divine masculine might not be aware of, which is the idea that the divine feminine's trying to, like, figure out what she wants to do. So how she's seeing him right now is the Balance card. So this is about, she knows she needs, this is about patience. This is the Temperance card in the traditional tarot. And so this is a card where she needs to, she knows this is a time to have patience because she realizes and recognizes the work the divine masculine is doing. And she's also seeing it as she wants it to be more in balance, right? Because remember, this is the Six of Earth energy. The same energy of balance, needing to balance the scales, is coming up here. So I feel like a lot of the divine feminines have been realizing and coming into this knowing that if they've been giving too much or trying to move this forward and the divine masculine hasn't been receiving, I feel like the divine feminines are finally coming into the realization that, hey guys, you know what? I need to receive too. Like, this is my time to receive. And that's perfect because the divine feminine needs to learn receptivity. She needs to learn to sit back and let things come to her because she's deserving of it and she's worthy of it. So I feel like that's reflecting her energy around it, is understanding that things need to be balanced. And if they're not balanced right now, it means it's not ready for union. If she's giving too much and not receiving, then there's still more work to be done. Still more work to be done, which leads us right into this card, which is the Eight of Earth. This is the Apprentice energy. So the way she's seeing the relationship right now is I think she's realizing that she still needs to do some more work. See this angel here with the book, all of his books here? He's studying. He's learning a new skill, a new craft. And so I feel like they've come to this point where they've moved into a different phase of, hey, I know this is a relationship. It's going to, you know, we're going to be together, or we're meant to come into union. And I think a lot of divine feminines, I feel like they've done a lot of their work because they have, but there's still more to be done. And so I think the way she's seeing it is, well, I still need to do more work. Even though I've recognized that I think I've done a lot of work, I still need to do more work. So this week, the feminines are realizing that what they're seeing in the physical is representing what still needs to be done in the higher dimension. So if you're feeling resentful and you're feeling frustrated, guess what? That energy your twin is feeling too. So if you're feeling that energy, then it's time to work through why you're feeling it and how you're going to ascend and heal that energy, because that's a block to you coming together if you're feeling that way. And it doesn't mean you're not going to have those emotions. Of course you're going to have those emotions. We're human. We get into those days where we're feeling great, flying high, and then the other days we're like down in the dumps because we just are. That's that up and down cycle. But it's just about, okay, like, you know, dust yourself off and get to work, you know, and that's, again, for both divine masculine and divine feminine. It's not simply up to the divine feminine to do this work and the divine masculine not. I mean, they're doing their own work in their own way for sure. So what's supporting her this week is the Fool card, the Dreamer card. The energy of moving forward in faith with a leap of faith and trusting that things will unfold as they are intended to. So I feel like there's been an element of surrender for the divine feminine, surrendering in terms of like sinking from her head into her heart space, getting out of the head of when, what's going on, what am I doing, what do I need to do, and getting more just into, you know what, it's going to work out. It's going to work out as it should. I need to move forward in faith. There's unexpected opportunities. So there might be some things coming up this week for the divine feminine that you might not be expecting, and be on the lookout for it coming in a different form than you would expect, because that energy is here. And what she's struggling with right now is the Page of Water energy. So this is a message about love. She's struggling with the fact that she wants her divine masculine to show her some sort of movement forward in the relationship. And because she's not seeing this right now in the physical world, this is a challenge for her. She's wanting that message about love. She's wanting the new phase in the relationship, but it's just not here yet. It's not here yet for most of the twins, at least this, you know, and these readings are a lot of times for twins that are not in union right now, simply because that's more of the collective energy of ones that are coming more into union. So she's struggling this week of not seeing the physical evidence of this forward movement. Okay. So next I'm going to pull another energy card for the divine feminine right now, please. One card for the divine feminine. I'm going to pull another card about divine masculine, and 3 cards on the energies between them from the divine feminine. Okay, one card for the divine feminine. The Healer of the Ages. That's about having the energies of the universe. This is like Jesus. Trusting that that energy of healing is here for her as she's continuing to do her healing work, realizing it's not quite there yet. She's apprenticed, so this energy is supporting her learning new things and learning things about herself and how she can continue to embody the divine feminine. Next is a card for the divine masculine, please. The first chakra. So the divine masculine's energy is feeling very passionate towards her. He's feeling very grounded. He's feeling like he's taking care of his stability. And that's part of what he's working on. And it's coming out to be seen. And oh my God, this just jumped out. This card came out in the divine masculine reading. This energy is wanting to be known. The walking away energy. So this is a woman who is walking away from being behind this fence. It's not crappy behind this fence. It's not horrible. It's beautiful. It's an ornate fence. There's all these flowers, but she's walking on the other side of the fence into the light, saying, I'm on my path, divine masculine. Where are you? Come follow me. Look where I'm at. It's so much fun out here. Don't you want to be out here with me? So the fact this card came out in both readings, just amazing how often that happens. Because there's certain messages that need to come through. Okay, another card just flipped. The Goddess of the Moon. So this is about connecting to intuition, connecting to the feminine energy. This is the divine feminine, right? So this week, the energies, the divine feminine needs to continue to embody this intuitive side of herself and connecting to her intuition. And if she's not connecting to her intuition or not doing her spiritual practice, that this is the time to remind them to. Because that's the theme that came out in the divine masculine reading too, which was the concept of really connecting to your intuitive abilities and opening up that chakra, the crown chakra, and trusting it. So it's here again as a message for the union. And one more card, please, for the energies between the victory. So there's victory here. You know, this victory wreath, this laurel wreath is here. She's got her eyes closed and she is just calm in the knowing that it's here. She's not even looking at the victory wreath. She doesn't need to see it to believe it. She just feels it. She knows it's there. And she's trusting that it's there even though she can't see it right now. It's right in front of her, but her eyes are closed. Awesome. Okay. Romance angel cards. All right, I'm going to pull some romance angel cards, please. One for the feminine, one for the masculine, and 3 for the union, please. Okay. One card message, romance angels, please, for the divine feminine. Romantic feelings. So here's this card where it's almost like he's walked up behind her and surprised her a little bit. And it's a pleasant surprise. But it's like, oh, hi, I didn't know you were right back there. So maybe something this week will happen like that where you're like, oh, there you are. Hello, my friend. Okay, one for the masculine, please. Romance angels this week, relating to this whole spread. Paying attention to the red flags. So the divine masculine, right, this week, he's in a place, because he's also looking at survival, stability, he's just being reminded that there are things in his life that are coming up to remind him of the path he's left behind. Kind of like as he's moving forward in this new spiritual journey, that there's going to be some tests. The universe always throws tests at you as you're starting to make a big leap of growth. It's like, oh, are you sure you really don't think that anymore? Let me just throw these little tests at you. So this week, the divine masculine is going to need to, you know, notice when old patterns are coming up. And these just flew out, the passion card and the religious factors card. So religious factors relates to the spirit. This is the energies of the union. And the religious factors just means that your love life is being influenced by your spiritual path, whether that's your religious upbringing or whether that's the spiritual path that you're on. So this is an element that your spiritual growth this week is really a play in your love life. But there's obviously a lot of passion here. I mean, first chakra, passion, romantic feelings, passion. For sure. One more card, please. On the union this week. Messages. We get new love. So, yeah. All new energy, like energy around the newness of this type of relationship. Romantic feelings, passion. I mean, that is the journey. So let's see what other messages come through with this other deck, the Psychic Tour of the Heart. I'm going to pull one for the feminine, one for the masculine, 3 on the union energies, please. Okay, one for the feminine. The Heal card. So that's a major arcana card, and that one is the Star card in traditional tarot. Let me pull one for the masculine and 3 for the union, and I will explain them as I... Oh, another major arcana. Listen, the Empress. Yep. All right, and 3 for the union energies, please. Love abounds. I love that card so much. Just breathe and detach. And the detached card is another major arcana, which is justice. So, the star card, Divine Feminine, the star energy is here for you this week. This is about, and it's available once you continue to do your healing work. You're breaking free of the chains because this star light is here for you. It's healing for you. This opportunity to finally break free, to have that sunlight in your life is here for you this week, Divine Feminine. That's a big message. So spiritually, there's a real opportunity for you this week to do some really deep healing work so that you can bring in all of that incredible light energy that you know is yours. So for the Divine Masculine, he's getting another major arcana. This is the 2, which is the Empress. So this is about understanding the ability to nurture and to manifest. So this is about, he's realizing that, and again, watch the Divine Masculine reading if you haven't, because I go into this a lot in that reading because that was a big theme. So no surprise it's coming up here. But the Empress in the journey of the major arcana, she's the one who knows that she's can create, and she's creating and setting her intentions for what she wants. So it's the stage before taking action. So the next card in the arcana, major arcana. So sorry, this is the Magician. It's funny though, because I'm feeling Empress energy from her. But there's a very similar. So this is about being able to manifest. Know that you're the Magician to be able to manifest. And the Empress, which has a very similar energy because it's the next card in the deck. It's funny, I feel like I was blending the two because it feels like it's almost moving more into the Empress energy than even just the manifesting energy. So there's some movement forward for the Divine Masculine this week between knowing that he can learn to create and manifest and actually taking the steps to actively try to manifest. Okay, so this is sort of like understanding you can, but I kept saying Empress because I felt like it was an in-between energy between the 2 and the 3 in the major arcana. And then we get Love Abounds. Love is here, connecting to the divine, connecting to the earth. So this feels like divine and like the higher dimensions and the physical world are being connected by this love energy. And so this means that love is it's bridging the gap between the higher realms and the physical world this week. And it's a new beginning in the love. And there's still an energy of just breathe. So this is about taking a little bit of a break to do the spiritual work and to not move things forward necessarily. So the Divine Feminine needs to take a little time this week, I feel, to just nurture that and to not feel the need to make any decisions. This is just about taking a bit of a break and detaching, okay? So this detach card is the Justice card. So this energy of detaching a little bit this week, Divine Feminine, is important because this is about letting go from the outcome and the form this week and just detaching from anything that you see in the 3D, because you're needing to just breathe and connect to your spirituality, connect to this inner wisdom, this like create the space to let things flow. So she's letting go of this dove and she's just detaching. She knows it's going to go do its thing. And she's sort of taking a pause too. So Divine Feminine, it's important to remember that as you're doing this, guess what? Love is here, but this is part of what you need to do this week for the union. For yourself and for the union, honestly. Okay. So I'm going to pull some a goddess card for advice for the Divine Feminine this week. Goddesses, what message or advice do you have for the Divine Feminines this week, January 21st through 27th, 28th time frame, January of 2018? What's your best advice for the Divine Feminine as she navigates these energies this week, please? I love it. Infinite supply. So this is a card of the Divine Feminine. She is near this body of water. There's a whale who's breaching there, and she's taking a little bit of a nap because she knows there's plenty of supply. She's not doing anything. She's taking a break. So again, she's taking a little bit of a break. This is a week for the Divine Feminines to take a little break, to rest, rejuvenate, because there's infinite supply. You're not missing out on anything, Divine Feminine, this week if you're not doing anything or moving things forward or thinking about it. You know, maybe it's just taking a break from this whole process and this concept for a bit. Because we're getting the just breathe, the detach. I think it's important for the Divine Feminines this week, and this is the kind of the punctuation mark at the end of the reading, to realize there's infinite supply and that it's all going to come in divine timing. Because remember, the divine timing message is here too. Where was it? Anyway, I can't find the card right now, but beautiful message. This is infinite supply, abundance, connecting to the crown chakra, Divine Feminine. It's very important this week. All right, well, that is the reading for the week for the Divine Feminines. If you'd like a private reading, please reach out to me. I'll put the information in the box below. And remember my special for Valentine's Day for my love reading, 60 minutes. You'll get flower essences to help support your energetic healing and to support your emotional and etheric body cleansing and healing. So until next time, in abundant love always. Bye.